If you've been alive and living on planet Earth the past week, then it's no secret that the Black Ops ports have completely blown up the internet and the gaming world as a whole, honestly. I think it goes so far that the success of these ports are saving Call of Duty as we know it, the entire franchise, because of its financial success and the overall positive sentiment around these ports. Now, there's a couple other reasons, such as, well, these games are just actually goated, and it's proving it's not just nostalgia. These games are actually amazing to play still. But anyways, the financial success. These games are the #1 and #2 game on the PS Store. Actually caused the PlayStation Store to crash because so many people were trying to buy it at the same time. And with this being a financial success for Activision, they always follow the money, so they're probably going to start looking into what people love about these older games. And since Activision follows the money, new Call of Duty releases might follow the design philosophy of these older games. Now, that might not start until a couple of years from now, because obviously these games take time to develop. They might take from the design philosophy of these older games, it's possible. Or they could do a dual release every year, which I will get more into later in the video. Now, there's been a huge positive reception as well brought back to Call of Duty as a whole, because over the past 10 years, it's been pretty negative overall. People not really caring about the game or just enjoying it straight up. The player numbers are going down, the sales are going down. I mean, they lost $300 million on Black Ops 6. That is confirmed. And I'm sure they lost even more on Black Ops 7. There hasn't really been any competition, so Call of Duty always stays on top. Except for last year with Battlefield 6, now there's some competition. Their older Call of Duty games are competing with itself, I guess you could say. But people are having genuine fun again on Call of Duty with these ports. And like I said earlier, it proves it's not just nostalgia. These games were genuinely amazing back then, and they still are today. They might also do a dual release every year, which I'll get more into that later in the video. Another thing I said earlier is positive reception. With these being released, there's been a huge positive reception brought back as a whole. Over the past 10 years, it's been pretty negative, especially when you watch content on it. People not really enjoying the game, player numbers going down, sales going down, and I think people are just having genuine fun again playing these ports. It proves it's not just nostalgia. Like, these games were genuinely amazing, and they still are. I mentioned content earlier, and the amount of views on content being made with these ports, it shows people want to watch it also, not just play it, but watch it. Content with modern Call of Duty has been absolutely atrocious over the past few years because no one cares about it anymore. It's just overall very negative sentiment. Every video just gets pretty low views, not gonna lie. Then these ports get released and bam, videos being made on them have hundreds of thousands of views, like even some millions of views. And I'm gonna give you an example of someone I used to watch back in the day. I'm Marksman. He's been playing COD for honestly probably 20 years and been making videos since then. And with modern COD, no one really cares about it anymore, so his videos are getting less views, and he doesn't really care about it anymore either, because he's pretty set. He's made a video talking about it. Since his views were pretty low on modern COD videos, he kind of just slowly phased them out and started playing other games. But then these ports come out and he makes videos again, and now he's instantly getting hundreds of thousands of views again. So like I said, people want these games to play and watch. Not just play, they also want to watch content on it. So what's next? Because I definitely think they're going to port over Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 next year. Now, they could also do World at War, but I really don't think people would care as much for that one. So personally, I think they're just going to skip it and leave it in the dust. And after those ports, though, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, then what's next after that? And this would be a couple years down the line. That's remasters. I think a remaster, like an actual full-on remaster in the style of COD 4, every single year, along with a new COD. Because think about it, Activision is guaranteed money. You either buy the new Call of Duty, or you buy the remastered version of the old one, or you buy both. So they're pretty much guaranteed money. The remasters could be bundled with the new game for, an extra price, like maybe $100 or something, or they just sell them separately, which I think is more likely. If they sold each one for $70, they can make potentially $140 off you each year. The remaster would have to be in the style of the COD 4 remaster, where it's still on that old engine, but it's upgraded, so it still feels like that original experience, but it has those new features, like 120 FPS, maybe an FOV slider, you know, some other settings, little settings you can change, whatever. And the remasters, they probably could also release them on the PlayStation 4 for people who don't want to upgrade even to the PS5 once the PlayStation 6 comes out. I kind of doubt that because there's probably too many security risks with the PS4. We're kind of seeing that right now with the Black Ops ports. They could just keep releasing it for the PS5 and the PS6 for I don't know how long. Like I said earlier, a dual release. They release a remaster alongside whatever brand new Call of Duty is coming out that year. The brand new Call of Duty, maybe it uses that more faster paced, you know, movement and, in my opinion, brain rot mechanics. Then they also have the remaster of the older Call of Duty in the older, slower style. So everyone can really be happy. Everyone's gonna play what they want, and for some people it's gonna be both. With that said, I think Call of Duty might finally understand the direction us fans want the game to go. It only took them re-releasing 15-year-old games to realize this, but better late than never, I guess, right? Anyways, I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, if you think Call of Duty is back, or if they're really just gonna double down on modern COD with brain rot trends and not even really care about these ports. Because personally, I think they're going to be following the money. That's what Activision does. They follow the money. I think more ports and potentially remasters are coming in the future. And maybe even they'll change modern COD to follow these older games. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I'll probably see you in an S&D lobby, and I want to hear you talk some shit to me. Peace out.